So, hey. So I have this important question for you. As you see, can nutrition deficiency cause more stress, more anxiety in your life, more illness and inflammation overall? It's a big question. It's a big question. Do you think it has an easy answer? Go ahead and shoot the answer below if you think so. What do you think? Can it? Is it contributing to your stress, your excess anxiety, inflammation, illness, contributing to disease, the illness, chronic illness that you might be dealing with, an autoimmune condition? I got Sweepy, my cat, sitting beside me here, so she may just decide to join in for part of the talk. So we will see. But how are y'all doing? How are you doing? I've been okay. It's been a struggle in different ways for me. There's a lot of different changes going on in my life. It has been for quite some time now. That is the reality of a lot of people. So these topics of how to manage our stress level, how to manage or control or reverse anxiety and chronic illnesses, autoimmune conditions, whether it's diabetes, you name it, or what I've been dealing with, psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis, whatever you might be dealing with, or just lowering inflammation and risk of disease overall. These topics are really relevant, and stress is relevant to every illness. Every illness is either can be triggered or exacerbated by excess stress in our body, our mind, you name it. So if you haven't, put a comment down below. What do you think? Let me know your answer first. Yes or no, I think deficiency nutrition plays a role in illness. Okay, giving you some time. Tick, 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 tick. All right. Time's up. You ready for some info? Answer. What's the scoop, doc? Now, of course, this is no diagnosis. Disclaimer. All right. Yes. Hello. You probably know that. But do you know any details about it? Yes. Now, a question comes up in my mind that I had heard before, which is, why are we dealing with nutrition deficiencies in this quote unquote developed world? Do we have a food deficiency? There are people that are lacking food. There's no question about that. No question. There's a lot of people that go hungry all over the world and in the United States, in these countries that are flooded with food. But is there a food deficiency? Legitimately. Is there? No, there's not a food deficiency. And, there's been industrialized food production for a while now, claiming that that's the way that, needs to be done in order to provide food for this world. The reality is that's not true. That's not true. And in fact, it causes much more harm than good, without going into all the details of that. But that is quite literally the reality. And it's depleting our soils. It's creating food that is very nutrition deficient. When we have mass-produced food, it's produced for quantity, not quality. So we are not typically eating food that has the same nutrition value that it had 50 years ago, 100 years ago, you name it, most definitely not. Even 20 years ago. I mean, I'm sure the quality is just decreasing by the minute, it feels like, unless we go out of our way to get foods that are, farm, locally grown or homegrown, and such like that, or just because The majority of what we find in our supermarkets are just, the quality is not, is really tough to find good quality food overall. Is it possible? Of course it's possible. We have to look for it. We have to look and be smart consumers. So key deficiencies to look out for. I'm just going to name some of the top things that have been players in my journey along the way. And so there are over 102 minerals, they say, that our human body needs, and plus other vitamins. And now, what are vitamins? They're essential. They're not what's the word? Anyhow, I'm trying to think of it. They're not optional. They are optional in the sense that our body works to compensate even harder when we're deficient in them. So, we can still live without quite a lot. It's amazing how much our body can take. But for optimal health, for recovering, no, vitamins and such are necessary. But does that mean you have to go out and get a multivitamin and stuff like that? Well, think a little bit harder about that, because most of them are not made of the real source. Where do they come from originally? Plants, mostly plants. Yes, animal products too, for sure. And our environment. And we make some, but we need these factors, these cofactors, they're sometimes called, or these ingredients that are in the plants, in the animals, in our food, real food, even mushrooms, right? So plants, mushrooms, animals, those are 3 main categories of food that we might eat, or processed crap, right? Something that's, some mixture of this, animal products, dairy products, derivative of animal products, right? Okay, so that's pretty simple. So I'm breaking down, what about the environment? Yes, we also get things from the environment. Hello, sun. Vitamin D primarily comes from the sun. We can get some from some food, and that's important. So cod liver oil, liver is an organ. The liver is an organ that holds some vitamin D, fat soluble vitamins. And fish, cod liver oil tends to be just a really good source of vitamin D also. But primarily we want to get that also from the sun. But nowadays we definitely want to supplement. A lot of us want to supplement vitamin D, are going to need to. Vitamin D, or it's actually a hormone, which is a hormone called vitamin D. Who knows why? That was just the order of how it was created, of how it was named, not created, named, excuse me. Plays an essential, an immediate, a direct role in every part of our immune system. Every part. It plays a direct role in the inflammation level in our bodies. Direct. So the more vitamin D you have, the almost always the less inflammation you're going to have. If you have an illness you're trying to fight, vitamin D should be one of those go-tos. One of those go-tos, and in higher quantity than is often recommended on those bottles that you're going to get. Why? Because that's the reality. We're that deficient. Why are we're spending our days inside majority of the time? Since when did that happen? Relatively recently in our human history, right? So think about it. That also has been a big change in our human history. We used to have more contact with the dirt. We get minerals and nutrients from the dirt, also from the bacteria from the dirt. Our bodies, full of bacteria and microbes. That's part of our healthy environment, inside and outside. We need that contact for actually, for part of our health. So it's all related. Our lifestyle nowadays creates deficiencies by virtue of our lifestyle. So it's almost impossible that we're getting everything we need without making an effort, without supplementing, or without, changing from the norm. Because the standard, if you've heard of it, called the SAD, the standard American diet, or whatever country you're in, the standard diet nowadays is causes illness, period. Studies done, the science is in, it's pretty obvious. So that is the reality. So what are we going to do about that reality? Our lifestyle today causes stress. So how are you going to deal with that? Right? Do you have the tools to deal with that? Do you need to get the tools? Do you need to get more tools? Most of us need to, tool belt up, get more and more tools to deal with this crazy world, right? This changing world, right, is most certainly changing. Whether it's crazy or not, I guess that's perspective. It's most certainly changing, and there's a lot of changing parts. So there's a lot to deal with. So, and most of us are already coming from a place of deficiency. So you're not running on a full tank already. You gotta fuel up. So other key nutrients, I mentioned vitamin D. We talked about that. That's key, and that gets ignored too often. That was a big turnaround for me with my psoriatic arthritis that I've been dealing with. My joints have been inflamed for months. As I increased my vitamin D and I worked on it from every angle, but that was a key component. Increasing the vitamin D, key component. Now they're a good quality. You want to get a good quality if you're going to supplement. It's known that it should often come with vitamin K2 as well. Vitamin D3 and K2 together. So look for a supplement. I go to Dr. Berg or one, at a health food store with low ingredient, low, not other harmful ingredients mixed into it. Always look for that, because oftentimes these cheap supplements have harmful ingredients mixed in. It's like, okay, thanks, but no thanks. That kind of defeats the purpose. And so what else? Magnesium and potassium. Magnesium and potassium and salt and sea salt are three other things to really supplement, honestly, or make sure you're getting plenty of in your food. Now, where do they mostly come from? Mostly plant matter, mostly greens, but a lot of vegetables are high in magnesium and potassium. It's actually these minerals, magnesium and potassium, are a part of the essential structure in chlorophyll, what makes plants green, okay, or absorb the sun. So plants by nature, so all the leafy greens are going to be really high in potassium and magnesium, and in other vegetables as well. So, and why are they important? They play a key function in every system of our body, our circulovascular system, the function of our heart, the rhythm of our heart. Yes, it keeps our heart beating. So we rely on these minerals. They're essential. There's no question they're essential. And if someone's having sweating a lot more, then we need even more of them, right? More of the sea salt as well. We're losing mostly salt, some minerals as well, but a lot of salt. So even adding a little bit of sea salt to your water, along with a really high quality electrolyte, which is minerals. Electrolytes are minerals, mostly the potassium and magnesium. If you're getting a cheap electrolyte supplement, again, or electrolyte drink, as it might be called, check what it really has in it. Does it mostly have sugar or other chemicals, other, colorings? Then what good is it really doing for you? Is it really replenishing you long-term, or is it just giving you that extra boost for that minute so you can feel better? These are tricky things that we have to learn about if we don't, we're susceptible to all the, marketing. It's really about lack of education that, and then the marketers, come in, these brands come in and say, okay, well, let's play to these deficiencies. Let's play to this need that people have, because that's what companies do. All right. So we need to educate ourselves. So again, I get my electrolyte powder that I'm using now from drberg.com. It's a really high quality and it has the highest percentage of potassium and magnesium that I have found. Maybe there's another one out there that's like that with no added crap that we don't need, no sugar. So you don't need something with sugar. Sugar works against you in terms of decreasing inflammation. It adds to inflammation. It exasperates illness. That is a known fact. You say, okay, well, I want it, blah, blah. Okay. Well, sugars increase inflammation. Just know that. That is a reality. It will exacerbate any illness that you're dealing with. It just does. It feeds the bad bacteria. It doesn't feed the good bacteria. Dietary fiber, the stuff, the bulk from the vegetables matter that we can't digest, that's digested by the good bacteria that we want to feed. We can call it also a prebiotic. All right. Am I overloading you with information here? Are you sticking with me? All right. There's a ton of information and things that you can do, small steps and big steps, that can make a huge difference in your quality of life, your enjoyment of life. And if you don't know me already, after all this, let me back up and introduce myself. So, welcome again, and thank you for joining. I am Danielle Brisk, holistic coach and energy healer. And I'm so glad to be here with you and be sharing insights and information and techniques and experiences, most of all experiences, because that's how we really change and learn. That will help you learn better, grow well, learn well, grow well, and live well with Be Well with Danielle, so that you can relieve stress, reverse illness, and lose the extra weight. So you can enjoy life again. If that sounds like something that you are looking for, then I'm so glad you found us. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. And contact me right away to dive in deeper so that you can really be on the fast track, because that's, none of us really, once we discover that there's a solution, none of us really want to take the slow road if we don't have to, right? We're like, I want a solution now. I want this fixed now. Of course, it is going to take some time and consistency, but we want to be on the right track and have hope. Believe me, I get it. Hey, my cat saying hello. So if that speaks to you, if you're on or want to, speed up your healing journey, or been searching for answers and really feel confused and don't know where to go, then let's talk. Let's talk, because there are solutions, right? I've been dealing with my own autoimmune condition and been reversed, because our bodies are made to heal. And just given the right ingredients, the right, combination of things it needs, the environment, to be able to de-stress, to relieve stress and tension, then, let's see. This camera can't see, Sweepy. There you go. You're going to make your debut. There you go. All right. Well, okay. Being around pets is great for stress relief, right? Any pet owners know that. So, all right. So, you all ready for relaxation, a guided relaxation today, meditation? There's a lot that we can do and need to do on a regular basis to de-stress. Now, I work with energy. I said that I'm an energy healer also, Reiki and other intuitive. I learned pranic healing as well, and I use other intuitive methods as well. And so I infuse the meditations with that energy, adding an extra healing element. And if you are looking to learn Reiki, I would love to connect with you on that level as well. I will be advertising some classes later on. But if you already know that you want to join in and learn for yourself or for others as a business or just on a personal level, then let's connect, because you can actually do this online. You can do it remotely just as effectively, just like I'm incorporating it into these online meditations. And people experience the benefits, because people who have done some of my meditations in the past I've been infused with have been, like, oh my gosh, I felt more relaxed than I've felt in a long time. So you can also experience that as well on a regular basis. On a regular basis, as regular as you choose. So, and make no mistake, stress is a killer. Stress acts in our body just like sugar. It increases inflammation. It adds to, it actually depletes our nutrients even further and faster. It uses up when we're more stressed, when we're stressed mentally, physically, it doesn't matter. When we're running, when we stressing our body, which our mind and our brain is a part of our body, folks. So it's all one. When you're thinking too much and stressed like that, same thing. You're using up more minerals. Okay, you're using up more electrolytes, the magnesium and potassium and salts that I was talking about. So you're going to need to replenish that even more. The sunlight, the vitamin D has a huge anti-inflammatory effect on our body again, right? So, so when we are undergoing a period or, in a period of stress, and our body is coming from a place of deficiency, then we're going to feel even more deficient. We're going to be even more depleted faster. And these are minerals that get used up in our body on a daily basis. So they need to be replenished on a daily basis, especially the magnesium and potassium. Sunlight as well. It has a huge healing benefit. Sunlight, vitamin D specifically, but also sunlight in general, has many healing qualities. So we need to be outside. And like I said, even the dirt. So being out in nature is how we're designed. We're designed to be a part of, our environment, and not in this sterile housing with the plant life, the animal life, the fungus, life. I love that. And the air, ideally fresh air, right? So, and the energy from the sun and from the earth, feeling our feet on the earth. That's a part of relaxation. Walking on the sand, that's hugely, beneficial for us as well. Walking and feeling, it's summertime for a lot of us here in the north. So being near water, oftentimes people feel rejuvenated by that, because again, being near the elements, being in the environment, so many benefits. So we know this intuitively, but we need to work it into our life, because it is the reality that being in the environment. If you let a kid run wild, open up the door, what are they going to do? Play in the dirt. I have a 2-year-old, almost 3. This is what she does. She runs out, starts grabbing some dirt, rubbing around her hands, her feet, I get down in there with her sometimes, and I'm just like, this feels good, right? There's a reason why we do this. Why, I love gardening. If you get a chance to gardening, it is therapeutic for so many reasons. Literally, the soil is therapeutic. I know you know this, right? I know you experience that, because literally there's bacteria and minerals and everything, but live organisms in the soil that we need, that actually interact with us up internally of cells that are not human cells, mostly bacteria, fungus, virus cells, most of our environment as well. That's what we hear, right? That's what we hear from the people who, look through microscopes and say that, but it makes complete sense, because when people are in this sterile environment, we don't do as well. That's the reality. So it makes sense. We don't need a PhD to know that, that we can roll around in the dirt and experience healing benefit, that we want to feel our feet on the ground, connect our headlight shining down on us, even in our minds, it has healing benefit. Okay. So yes, get outside and be in the side, but even if you're visualizing it, that in itself is healing. Can you imagine? Excuse me. So I usually do a guided meditation at this time. So let's do that. Since I'm talking about visualizing the sun and feeling that around you, that's what we'll use, because actually today it's rainy outside. I've been liking to do these talks outside when I can, but right now it's raining a little too hard for me to be doing this outside. So next time. So let's visualize the sun. So if you can find yourself in a comfortable position, then go ahead and do that right now. Take some time for that self-care that you need. Stop using excuses and say, I'll do it next time. I'll do it later. When? Does later ever come? Does it? I'm sorry, in my life, it hardly ever comes. I mean, you'll make time for something if you really want to, right? Yeah. Or if you're too stressed out, then you make time for those things that you just don't take any extra thought, right? But we need this extra self-care, and to put thought into it, and to put intention into it, into the care that we give ourselves. It has to be an intentional part of our day, or it's not going to happen, right? We have to make these self-care things habits. So whether it's taking a supplement, whether it's drinking more water, eating those greens, extra greens, eating the food that's going to help you feel better and grow and reverse disease, right? Whether it's food, moving, how can we make these things a habit? Sitting down to meditate, one of those things that if we're not making it a habit in our day, then it's just not going to happen. So how are you going to prioritize giving yourself that time to relieve stress to the extent that you really need to function better, to feel happier, to if your goal is to lose weight, to even lose the weight, because we do not lose weight when we're stressed, when we're not getting enough sleep. It just doesn't happen that way. Our bodies say, oh, we're in flight or flight mode. I got to hold on to this. Or if you're trying to reverse any illness, any inflammation, all of it connects. All of it connects, my friend. So having said that, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. So put your feet on the ground. It's going to be a short meditation today, but we're going to do something. And if you're joining me, then afterwards and participating, again, this is an experience. Put a comment below, after, to share some of your experience if you would. That's all I ask at this time. And share this with others so you can spread this and, tag someone else. So, all right. Go ahead and take at least 3 deep cleansing breaths, I call it. So you're breathing in through the nose, using your belly, expanding your belly, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Opening up, expanding your body and your chest and your belly. Reaching up, you can even stretch with me here. Expand a little bit further. And exhale. If you want to let out a sound, then go ahead and do that as well. So give yourself a little bit extra stress relief with the sounds. Go ahead and let out any sound that your body feels like making. All right, do that a few more times. Stretching, moving those fingers on the shoulders. Whatever sound, whatever movement feels right to you. Okay. The sillier, the better. Okay. That in itself, again, is stress relieving, right? Movement is a part of this. It's an active, this is stress relief is active in our every cell of our body. It's an experience in our whole body. So shaking it out and moving, that in itself changes our state of mind, right? It works both ways. We can move our body to change our mind and also change our mind to start moving our body in a new direction, right? So why not do both? So you even get more bang for your buck. So when you're ready, start settling down, feel your body connecting, your body, your energy connecting with the earth. So in your mind, bring your energy down, connecting down as if it's connecting down to the center of the earth. Tap down into that core of the earth. Endless source of energy. Just like the ball of sun. The big sun providing us with energy all the time. Bring that energy, breathe that energy with a big inhale up into your body and around you, and reach up with your mind's eye, and close your eyes while you're doing this if you'd like, for greater benefit. You can have more of an internal experience, and reach your energy up, and reach to the sun, and feel the sunlight, whether you're outside or inside. Feel it pouring down all around you, a shower of light. So you have energy coming up from the earth, filling you and surrounding you, and mixing with the energy from the sun. Breathe it all in. So it's like inhaling into your cells, into your skin, penetrating every cell of your body. Exhaling everything that you don't need, anything you want, you're ready to let go of and get rid of, gets exhaled out. It gets transformed. And keep inhaling and exhaling through your nose with this taking in of the nourishment, the energy, the vitality that you need, the life-giving love. Exhaling out, releasing what you're ready to get rid of. Naturally releases from every cell, from your mind, from your feet, from your crown, all the tension melting away. Even imagine the water flowing up into your body, and then like the wave carrying out all the tension. So a wave of water washing up inside of you, washing every cell of your body, your mind, and your nervous system, you're washing through your heart, cleansing it on every level. And just like the tide going out, let it wash out and take any impurities, any stress, inflammation, any illness, just taking it with it. And just soak in that beautiful feeling as long as you'd like. As long as you'd like. Let it continue to wash in and out through your body. Breathing deeply with your belly, using your diaphragm. Bring in more air, more life-giving oxygen. Letting go of the tension in your face, in your shoulders, in your back, in your arms, in your throat, your chest. Relaxing. Even the top of your head and your brain is relaxing. Letting go. Your belly and all your organs inside get to relax and let go even deeper. Receiving in the nourishment, the oxygen. They're saying, thank you, thank you, thank you for taking care of me, giving me what I need. Down to your legs and your hips, your pelvic area, filling your reproductive organs. Also, this life-giving energy from the earth, from the sun, the water. Every element is coming in to nourish you in the air. Filling every cell of the body with this life-giving energy and nourishment. Balancing, relieving. Now it's traveling down through your legs, your knees, your feet. And connecting you even deeper with the earth and the air around you. As you breathe in all the love, even more. Release even further. Bringing your attention up to your eyes. Let your eyes be soft and relaxed inside your body, and your gaze be soft and relaxed. Pouring this nourishing light into your eyes so that when you do open your eyes, or if they are open, your gaze is full of light and healing and nourishment. That our senses are more in tune with what we need, with what is good and nourishing and life-giving. Go ahead and soak up this energy as long as you want, as long as you can. You can pause this now if you'd like to continue soaking it up. And I thank you so much for joining. Love to hear any experiences. And I wish you all the best. And do be sure to reach out if you'd like more personal instruction or guidance in reversing any illness, any situation you're dealing with, so that we can work on that together and gaining the peace that you're looking for in life again. And if you're looking to dive deeper into learning meditation and healing from me, I am here shortly. One on for beginners, meditators, to dive into that and feel more confident in meditation. And I do teach Reiki online. And so if that's something you want to, then go ahead and contact me about that as well. So thank you again and all the best. All right. You may have heard that my 2-year-old is coming closer. So good time to wrap up.
Oh, wait a minute, look at this.
Maybe.
It's a video.
All right. So I'll say goodbye.
Oh.
All right. Thank you again for joining. Till next time. Bye-bye. Thank you. I'm so glad you got to join. All right. Till next time. Sophia, you're going to come here. All right. All right. Okay, hold on. All right. Say hello. You can say hello. All right. Okay, I got done just in time.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
we did.
Okay, hold on. Just wait.
Okay, wait. We did,
Can you just wait?
yeah. Yeah. That was you.
All right. See you later, guys. Let's see. How does this?
You couldn't really walk there. Watch again. Here.
Can you?
Here.
Let's
You're
see.
just learning how to walk. So you held on to the toy cushion. Yeah, you see, you had to hold on so you can walk.
Okay.